Hey, shalom, shalom. First off, as always, I want to give infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere peace and salutations goes out to the elect. Real quick, man, in light of the, which, I mean, if you was paying attention, I mean, you should have already known, what was going to be the overall outcome of this election. With Donald Trump, being the winning the race, and I mean that the overall response from the left is definitely enjoyable. I mean, motherfuckers is hurt, but the right, the people that's full support, of the Republican Party, and people that were really have their, soul, just, everything invested in Trump, in the right, and thinking that he's going to restore, America, and the whole campaign, the MAGA had, however you pronounce it, make America great again, and just people's mindset and just what they think he's going to do, and I had this quick scripture. Let me get a couple of scriptures, and I was just kind of meditating on this. It's the Psalms one, and then it's another one in Proverbs. So I thought it was one of them. I trusted, man. I thought it was one of them Proverbs. But I'll just read this 118. No, it is. This is Psalms 118 and 8. It says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." Let me see. Yeah. It is better. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. And then this another one I believe is a broken tooth. Yeah, there we go. This is the one. This is Proverbs 25 and 19. It says, "Confidence in an unfaithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint." And that's primarily because you got obviously you got Jake out there. They went to the polls. They followed the campaign. They but just are really fully invested and really trust. Obviously, if you're going to give, and I brought out the that definition, man. This is the app. It's a lot. I was looking up this Trump because they did depict that in The Simpsons, and if something, I mean, look, if something like that go down, we're definitely going like the anarchy, the pandemonium, man. Jacob Trump, it's really gonna get it's gonna get crazy out here, man. Hey, man, we'll see. What did I wanted to look up, man? Vote, right? Let's actually go to the Adam online. Because I want to, Jake is definitely, put their cast the bid or put their vote in, right? So because we've been looking this up. Right, it says a formal expressions of one wish or choice in regard to a proposal, right? It says proposal, candidate, etc. From Latin, it says a vow, a wish, a promise to a god, solemn pledge, dedication, and it says you're right. So when with regard to a proposal candidate, it says a vow, a wish, a promise to a god. Okay, and when you go into God, it means a power. Okay, which is Allah. In the Hebrew, but that's where the bulk of of these Israelites are at. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I mean, you've made a vow or a wish or a promise. Okay, you trusted going back into this Proverbs 25, and then it was the Psalms 118. To the confidence in an unfaithful man is in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. And I've hurt myself with it. I haven't had my foot out of joint, but I have had a broken tooth. And it's one of those things, and it's a reason why this is matter of fact, Proverbs 25. It's a reason why it's being there's a compare and contrast, the Lord is making right here. Because if you ever had a broken tooth, whether it be a cavity, there's nerve damage, there's the pain is unbearable, and that's why it's being, that's being a comparison to it, but in faith, because that's what confidence means, with faith, in an unfaithful man. Okay. And these individuals, going back, if I had a picture, going back into this candidate, which like I said, like I've been, saying, this is an oligarchy, man. These individuals, are put in position, they're put in position, and the itinerary or the plans that the elite have, okay, is what they're going to fulfill these things through whoever is placed in a position, of authority. Okay. And then I had this, I wanted to read this, Jeremiah 51 and 8, because people, it's like this sense of hope now that you have, this, individual in office, as if though, this place, America is going to, return, back to its glory days, so to speak. Or everything be turned around. Okay, that's for lack of a better term. But this is Jeremiah 51 and 8. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen, right? It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Matter of fact, let me just, because I want to read the heading of this, because Jeremiah 51. Let's just switch it back to KJV. It says Babylon judged for sins against Israel. Okay, so I'm gonna jump down to where were we at? In 9 and 8, it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Right? It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reached into the heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay, so this is Jeremiah receiving a vision of the destruction of Babylon, the virgin note of Babylon. Okay, which we know today as what, man? As America. Okay, and the judgment the judgment, as you can see, it says Babylon judged for the sins against Israel. And I made a point yesterday, from the very conception, or inception of this country, the amount of blood, of the saints that was shed. It seemed like it's innumerable, but the Lord has a count. We may not know, the exact amount of number, of Israelites that were put to death. Okay, whether it's the transatlantic slave trade, from the northern kingdom, the great slaughter that came from the northern kingdom. Okay, we're not sure, but the Lord knows. Okay, and the vindication, okay, the payback, the vengeance, okay, is Jeremiah is seeing a vision of that. Okay, so for you and then, like I said, going back to 8 and 9, it says there's the people think that Trump is going to be a instrument for healing. It's going to be the what does it say? The balm. Okay, because let's look up what balm is. It says it says balm save. It says a merchandise, a medicine. Okay. So hence a leak distillation balm. So a balm is equivalent to medicine. Okay. And people think and trust and believe that Trump is going to be that medicine that that America needs. But listen, man, it's not. It can't be healed. Okay, what's written is what's written. The word of the Lord is going to be fulfilled. Okay, so you trusting in a man. You thinking that this individual is going to be able to save this place. No. So for the individuals, for the bulk of our people that have invested, that have trusted, within this place, this place is going up in smoke, man. This place is, as it states, many a different prophets. I like going to this Peter's, all right. All of them different, the nuclear missile, the nuclear missile scriptures, man. It's so many different scriptures, man. Okay. Let's start with First Peter's. Or is it first? I think it may be Second Peter's. Yeah, this is Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, 8, it says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing. The one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. It says, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to us who are not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It said the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up." Okay? When I'm speaking about this third, what you see that people think, that when this Trump coming into office is going to somehow extinguish, all right, the tension. Okay, the really is really a fire that's blazing over there, man, with these countries in the war, with Israel and the Palestinians. You got Russia, the Ukraine. You still have those issues, and then the neighboring countries that are being brought, okay, into this thing. All right, you think that this individual coming to office is going to extinguish those things, all right, or calm or soothe or heal those things? No, that's not the will of the Lord. Okay, it says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" Okay, so look, what's coming is not going to be stopped. All right, it's not going to be stopped. Nothing or no one can stop prophecy. Okay, and the word of the Lord will be accomplished. Isaiah 55:11. Okay. Yeah, and this is going into from the top. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up to me a destroying wind." Okay, what is that destroying wind? A fire burn. It's Isaiah 9, I believe. Fire. Excuse me. No, it's another one. But this is the same thing. I want to get the that one's in Joel as well, I think. Yeah, it is. That's the same chapter. It's Isaiah. Let me keep that one too. Isaiah. I think it's 9 in there. Yeah, this is the one. Isaiah 9:5. And then Isaiah 9:5 says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this one shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Okay, and you can correlate that with what I just read in Peter's, and then Joel 2 and 3. It says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them it says a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. It says the land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. Okay, and this is speaking about those ICBMs, man, and the terrible visitation. And when you read through this chapter, this is end time prophecy, man. Okay, and in this third world war, the end game is what those buttons, those nuclear buttons, are going to get pushed. And as it just gave you a description of the fire that burneth before them, right? It says the fire devoureth before them, and behind them the flame burneth. Okay, the land is as the Garden of Eden, and it says before them, and then behind them a desolate wilderness. Because before those missiles drop, you're gonna see it's gonna be a lot of land, a lot of what's the term, man? A lot of foliage, a lot of beautiful land. Because despite how polluted and how destroyed the Esau Edom has made this world and this land, it's still beautiful. It still has its some really Yapa places. But as this is Joel is what he saw was what he's a beautiful land, and then behind him what has it state? It says a desolate wilderness, man. Okay. Meaning this land is going to be leveled, man. All right, in the complete Babylon, the version of Babylon, which is America, but then the other portions of the world, man, they're going to get caught up, within this the third woe. Okay, so going back, right. It says, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood," because in ancient wars, that's how it was, man. There was a major cavalry. It was a lot of, as it says, a lot of confusion, not a lot of noise. Okay, helmets, shields, bucklers. Okay, swinging sword. All right, in the thick of the heat of the battle, it was a lot. You go back and watch those, period pieces, and you see, how they depict how in what war was back then. But this one is going to be different. As it says, but this one shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay? Because missiles are going to be flying in this war. Okay? And then going back, so that's really the point. I don't really want to go too far on that. Or make this, I don't want to make this video too long, but just wanted to harp on the point of, trusting in man and believing that, there's going to be a medicine or a remedy for Babylon. And you thinking this one man is going to change the destiny of Babylon. No, he's not. The Lord's will is going to be done. This goes so long, but I mean, it is what it is, the spirit. But I'll just end on Isaiah, 55 and 11. So it's Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it," man. Okay, so despite whoever is in office, whatever, local politician, whatever congressman, whoever gets elected, whoever's in the position or in a power seat, okay, quote unquote, because you really ain't in no fucking power, so you just the face of the individuals, that are in, the king's seat, okay. But nevertheless, whoever's there, you're not going to change, the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay. And the will of the Lord is what the tabernacles of David, Yahweh Shai, first and foremost, being the king. The King of Kings, and then on his second, return, the second coming, him what, man, him putting down all rule, all governments, okay, putting them into subjection, all right, and then what, reigning over the planet, man, and setting his people up, starting, with the elect, starting with the elect, and putting them in and what, man? And we running things, as they say, we got next, So that's the will of the Lord. Judgment is going to come and the Lord is going to reign, okay, with his servants, with his friends. Really that simple, okay? So, so with that, let me give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors goes out to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, and sincere peace and salutation goes out to the elect. Shalom.